Hello and welcome. TRX On Demand with me. I'm Tom. This is Jo. You might have noticed her around. So, in any TRX class, you need to grab hold of your TRX first. Come on, look alive. We get our TRX and we just make sure that it is safe. So you gently start to pull on it and make sure it's not going to come off the wall, it's not going to fall off a door or anything like that. You happy, Jo? Yeah? Great. We're now going to let go of our TRX. We're going to warm up on the mat. So we're going to come into the center of our mat with the feet bowed, shoulder width apart, toes forwards, arms out to the side, and then cross them across your body. So Jo is going to be my demonstrator today. You won't really see me doing much at all other than standing by this light here, blinding my eyes. Okay, big circles forwards now. So trying to open up those shoulders, get nice and loose. Very nice, Jo, good job. Well done, you guys at home. Reverse it backwards now. So I'm just going to be like awkwardly standing around and I'll try not to block the view. Hands out in front now please, Jo, rotating your wrists, getting nice and loose. We're going to be down with our feet on the T-Rex later, everyone's favourite position. So I'm going to make sure there's nothing awkward going on in our wrists. Same with your ankles now. So just a few circles each way on each ankle. Whenever you're happy that you're nice and loose, you're going to come to the back of your mat. You're going to drop down into a really deep squat, get your elbows inside your knees. Whenever you're ready, Jo. There we go. Well, she's now ready. All right, here we go. Open out those hips, rock forwards, walk out into your high plank. Check your position, shoulders on top of wrists. Now step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. A few circles with your hips here. And then find a nice sort of central position. Open up to the right. Lift the right hand up to the sky. Follow it with your eyes. Drop that right elbow down inside your right ankle. And then back up to the sky. Drop it down. One more time. Back up. Drop it down. And then same thing on the other side. So left foot. A few rotations of the hips first. Find where it feels nice and comfortable in the middle. Then start that rotation. So you're going to go 3 times. Very flexible there, Jo, well done. Probably very flexible at home, well done you. Then you're going to walk yourself all the way back, Jo's one step ahead, you're going to walk all the way back, roll up, head comes up. Last, well done. You're now going to roll down, so feet slightly narrower, toes facing forwards. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll down nice and slowly. When you get to the bottom, walk out to another high plank for me. Then drop to your knees, 3 push-ups on your knees. Do 3 push-ups and then push back to a child's pose. You can stay in that child's pose for a few seconds, then you're going to rock forwards and go 3 more push-ups. Very good, Jo. Trying to get our chest all the way to the floor. You can do 1 more time. So you push back to that child's pose, quick release, and then forwards, still on your knees, 3 push-ups. When you're done, you're going to go down dog, walk your hands back to your feet, roll all the way up. And then we're going to come to the front of our mat, just to change it up a little bit. We're going to step backwards into a lunge, lifting our arms up by our ears as we go. And then step forwards, bring your arms down, alternate legs. Nice, so making sure this is a really big step back here. So we're really opening up the hip flexor on that leg that's going backwards. Very nice, very nice. Just come over to my timer over here. How's that feeling, Jo? I've got a big thumbs up from JH. Last one, and then you're going to change it to a lovely body weight squat, nice and easy. Let's go. You guys know how to do a squat by now, don't you? But just in case, we're going to keep the weight in our heels, send our bottoms backwards, and really try and dig in with our heels as we stand up. We want to be activating our glutes here. Big smile on the face there as well. That's a bonus. That was a fake smile, I'm being told. Okay, real smiles at home, because we're going to have a really good time. How are you feeling, Jo? Feeling warm? Yeah? All right, everybody, Joe's feeling warm. Hopefully you're feeling warm too. You're gonna shake it out. Our first round today is an 8-minute round. You're gonna do 1 minute on each exercise to start. Your first exercise is a low row. So you're gonna copy Joe here. You're not gonna copy Joe. Joe's gonna walk further back and start with straight arms. So we always start like this, okay? We're gonna look up at our ankle point, walk our feet in. We're gonna row in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute of low rows. So we're looking up at our TRX where it's anchored. Our shoulders are relaxed as they can be, and your elbows are going to be brushing past your ribs. Okay, relax those shoulders all the way up, all the way down. The main thing to think about here is that straight line from your neck to your heels. So you don't want to be leaning forwards and arching your back. This is really bad for your lower back. Equally, you don't want to let your hips go at the bottom. So squeeze your abdominals and squeeze your glutes, maintain that straight line. The further back your feet are, the easier this is going to be. So when this gets really tough, you can just take a little step back, do it with a lighter weight rather than stopping completely. 20 seconds. At the end of this 20 seconds, you're going to be walking backwards. And you're going to do a squat with your hands over your head, still holding on to the TRX. It's called a TRX overhead squat, believe it or not. We go in 4, 3, 2, we walk back, we get our hands over our head and we squat. Let's go, toes facing forwards. If you feel that the TRX starts to pull your arms forwards too much, change your position. So step a bit further forwards. The further forwards you are, the harder this will be. Try and keep tension on the straps the whole time. Yeah, that's it. Keep those arms up. How do your shoulders feel? Oh, already. Yeah, so we're going to keep leaning back. Okay, if you need to, just shake the hands up. Good, just hands up. Just shake your hands up. Just shake it out a bit. 20 seconds. Tension on the straps the whole time. That's it. Lean back into it. It's hard. In 15 seconds time, we're going to go to a T-fly. So similar to that low row that we were just doing, bending our arms, this time we're going to open our arms out to the side. We have a tiny bend in our arms, but we keep that straight line through our body. In 3, 2, 1. So Y-fly again. The further forward you are, the harder this is. T-fly, sorry. So opening out into a T, not up into a Y. Nice joke. So if you're feeling this is really horrible, you can't see her face, but it looked like she was going to cry. Okay, 3 minutes in. Remember, you could always just walk your feet back. If Jo moved her feet back like a centimetre, this would be a lot easier. But she's not, she's tough. She did just move, I missed it. She's not tough, I lied. Nice, she's checking out the guns on the way up. Having a good look, having a quick look. In 20 seconds, we're going to go squat jumps for 1 minute. If you don't want to jump, you don't have to. That's okay. If you've got bad knees, bad ankles, or you're just lazy, you just do a regular squat. I said or lazy, Joe. We go squat jumps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice soft landing. Okay, do not land with straight legs. Land at the bottom of that squat. Get those heels on the floor. We are not doing this on our tiptoes. We're not doing this on the balls of our feet. Nice. So this is very acceptable exercise to have a rest in. 60 seconds of this is ridiculous. But if you can't go for 60 seconds, good on you. Remember, this is an 8-minute round, so you've got 4 minutes coming up after this. I'm not doing anything. 20 seconds, come on, Joe. Yes, come on, come on. In 15 seconds time, you're gonna do each of those exercises 6 times on repeat. So an AMRAP, 6 low rows, overhead squat, T-fly, squat jump. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway through this round, let's go. 6 low rows first. Once you've done that, you're gonna walk back 6 overhead squats. So relax those shoulders, slow your heart rate down in these first 3, lift the heart rate in the squat jumps at the end. She hates me. So remember, tension on the straps. So we're leaning back in this overhead squat. We're trying not to let the TRX pull us forwards too much. It will a little bit. It's a little bit like a wall sit position. That's it. Very nice. 6 of each. That's it. On repeat. 4 minutes. At the end, you're going to get 2 minutes off. Ooh. Lovely. So T-fly is your third. Remember, that's opening out to side. Your body is making a T shape. Okay, you can have toes on the floor, or you can lift toes off the floor. Anytime you're facing TRX, see what happens. We tend to find if your toes are on the floor, you may arch your back a little bit more. So we don't want any arching of the spine. So if you do feel that, lift your toes off the floor and see whether that helps keep a straight line. Good job, Joe. 6 jump squats at the end. Remember, you do not need to jump if you do not want to. Just regular squats is absolutely fine. You can even let go of the TRX and do squats if you want. Just make it your own. Again, take a rest if you need to. 5–10 seconds out, catch your breath. The longer you stay out though, the harder it will be to start again. Just coming behind you here, Joe, to have a drink. Yeah, it's tough. Very nice ice cold water I've got there, Joe. Alright. Really lovely, lovely, lovely stuff, Joe. Keeping the tension on the straps, please, on the overhead squat. 6 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. You are 3/4 of the way through and you're doing a wonderful job. Especially you. Keep it up. I mean, I've said my piece now. So. 8 minutes is too long, that's the feedback. So if you guys have got any feedback, let me know. Ooh. She does say 8 minutes is too long, but I did hear her teaching somebody else this circuit recently. So just put that out there. Just over 1 minute to go. Oh, she did 6 minutes, my bad. Right, as we get tired, keep checking that for me. You're still engaging your abdominals and your glutes on these rows and on these flies. We want this straight line from your neck to your heels. It's very, very important. Be very careful. If you feel this going into your lower back and it really hurts, just come out and just stop. But it shouldn't do. We're engaging our abs. If we want to make those first 2 exercises easier, we just step back. The further back away from your TRX ankle point, the easier it will be. Last 30 seconds. Two minutes, a full 2 minutes off. Have some water, do whatever you need to. Try not to lie face down on the floor. Didn't tell you where your TRX straps needed to be for that one. Sorry about that. I hope you figured it out. Our next round, if you didn't and you fast forwarded and you want to rewind, you want them at the top for that one. Right, so your next round, we're going to bring them down to the bottom. This round is half the length. I don't mean to the bottom, I mean to our mid-calf position. So, I usually try and get the handbars at about knee height, and then the foot cradles, the piece at the bottom, will be at mid-calf position. You've got 2 exercises, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Exercise 1 is going to be a forearm chest fly. So we're going to put our forearms through the foot cradles, so into the comfy material bit. We're going to come up onto our toes here, straight line, neck to heels. We open out to the side, our whole body comes down and we close. Okay? So it's much like that T-fly we did before, but facing away from the ankle point. We're going to step forwards, take our arms out, and we're going to put our thumbs in from the outside and get into our sprinter start position. So it looks like this, so they're wedged in here. My thumbs are in my armpits. From here, we're going to do mountain climbers for 20 seconds. So we knee up and switch. Okay, this is where you really got to trust the TRX. Okay, if you don't, just come further forwards up here. Okay, so 20 seconds mountain climbers. Okay, so forearms opening like this. Just be really careful on this one that you don't just launch your body through. Okay, so it's nice and slow and controlled. Don't go too wide if you don't want to. Little baby ones is fine. Let's get into positions. So your straps should be in mid-calf position. You're going to walk quite far forwards first, and then you're going to walk backwards into it. Okay, so we're on our toes. We go in 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. So no rush here. We're just opening and closing. Okay, so you feel that in the widest part of your chest. Make sure you're taking your hips down with you. You're squeezing your bottom, squeezing your abs. At the end, you're going to walk forwards. In 3, 2, 1. Walk forwards, get those forearms out. Now put the straps underneath your armpits, hook your thumbs in from the outside. Thumbs come into your armpits. We go in 2, 1, go. Mountain climbers, switch the feet. If you need to, you can just do one leg at a time. So one knee up, and down, other knee up. Nice. The higher you can get your knees, the better here. One at a time, yeah, it's fine. 4, 3, 2, walk forwards now to come out. That's round 1, we're doing 4 in total, so 3 more. Forearms in, we go in 4, 3, 2, off you go. Opening nice and controlled. Remember, you do not just open your arms and fall through. It's a gentle open, it's controlled through, it's controlled back up. Okay, make sure you are taking the weight of your hips with you. In this position, the further back your feet are, the harder it is, so you can go further forwards if you need to. Last 2, 1, walk forwards. Now sprinter mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, go. Get those heart rates up, get those knees up, stay on the toes, so your heel doesn't touch the floor. Lovely job, Joe. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't worry if you're a bit all over the place. It's all good. Forearms in. So we always go at the front and then we walk back. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We open, take the hips and close. So you'll feel as your arms open, your hips come down, your upper abdominals start to work a lot as well. So your lower abdominals are working in conjunction with your glutes to protect your lower back, and your upper abdominals start to work as we get down to the bottom. If you need to, you can stagger your feet. I'm really sorry, the time is up. Walk forwards. I was getting too excited. Too many distractions. Mountain climbers coming up. Sprinter mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, Joe. What a dynamic lady. She just ran downstairs, turns the washing machine off, straight back up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out. One more round. Control, control, control. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's a forearm chest fly. TRX forearm chest fly. You can tell your friends. You did a TRX forearm chest fly. They'll love that. 3, 2, 1, walk forwards. This is a TRX sprinter mountain climber. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So you can't hear, neither can I, because Josie's so light on her toes. This is perfect. Knees up higher, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, you are done. 90 seconds off now. You remember that wonderful 8-minute round we did before? It's coming up, but we're going to modify it slightly for our special guest we've got here. Instead of doing 8 minutes, we'll do 6 minutes. We'll see how it feels, all right? We're going to test it out. We need our straps in mid-calf position, same position they've just been in. But as always, once you've done a round on the straps, just check the length. They might have slipped down a bit. Your first exercise is an elbow pike. You've got, should I demo them all whilst you're recovering? No, you're right. Elbow pike, atomic push-up, bicycle crunch, hamstring curl. So here's your elbow pike. So toes are in. We extend one leg, always one at a time. We're in this position. Palms face down. Tuck your head, look at your feet. Up you come. So elbow pikes for 1 minute. Take as many breaks as you need to. Knees come down, up onto our hands. Atomic push-up. One crunch here. Knees come in. Release the legs. Push up. Okay, if this is not possible at all, tiny push-up, tiny leg movement here. So just little ones. If that's not possible, take your toes out, just push up, jump your feet in and out. Okay? Or you can step your feet. Bicycle crunches, I mean, you know how to do this, but heels in just very quickly. We're gonna go side to side, like so, and then hamstring curls, head and shoulders down, bend the legs, up, here. We're gonna do this version. All right. Get yourself in position, toes in. I'm gonna lift them up a bit for you, Joe, they're a bit too low. So, a minute on each. Elbow pikes is your first. Your toes are in, down on your elbows. If this is too uncomfortable on your elbows, you prefer to do it on your hands, you go for it. We go in 3, in 2, in 1. Lovely, Joe. So we make sure we tuck our head and look at our feet, okay? As our toes come in, you right there, Joe? Just, yeah, okay, just doing a bit of wardrobe maintenance. Happens to the best of us. So, it is controlled on the way down. Jo isn't just falling down, she's controlling it down, back down to this lovely plank position. So we don't want to come so far down that we end up with an arch in our spine. That might start happening as you get tired. So as you get tired, just drop your knees down, take 5-10 seconds out, come off your elbows if you need to, then come back in. You've got 20 seconds left. Feel good to be back on the TRX, Joe? That was the noise. So, I think she's loving it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, up onto your hands. Let's go. 1 knee tuck, 1 push up. Go. So knees bend this time, then you do a push up. Perfect, Joe. Nice. Maybe 2 is enough, then you take a rest. That's absolutely fine. I would be the same after doing a minute of pikes. That's all right. We just got to build up. We're just building up. So remember, we're doing 1 minute of each exercise here. 30 seconds left. They are hard, but don't worry about bringing your knees all the way in. Don't worry about doing all the way down to the floor. Just a little push up and a little knee tuck is fine. So remember, at the end of this one, you're going to take your toes out, you're going to lie down and put your heels on. A wonderful time waster. If you're struggling in this one, you've 15 seconds till the next. Feel free to start getting into the next position now. Come on, Joe, get your heels in now. We're going to go in 4, 3, 2, next minute has started. Bicycle crunches. Heels come in. One leg bends in as the other extends, and we rotate the rib cage. So we're trying not to swing our body side to side, so we're not using momentum. Our legs are threading out independently from our rib cage rotating. If too hard, just try one piece. Maybe keep the legs bent and just do the rotation of the upper body. If that's too hard, just stay curled up, lower back pressed into the mat, and thread the legs away. Nice. Also, try not to pull your neck forwards. If your hands are behind your head, that's fine. Just lean back into them. You have 15 seconds until the best move of all time, the TRX hamstring curl. If it is too hard to lift your bottom off the floor in that position with your legs bent, do it with your legs straight. We're going 4, 3, 2, head stays down, shoulders down, hands down on the floor. We bend our legs and we lift our hips up off the floor. Okay, head stays on the floor, shoulders stay on the floor, press down into the floor. Legs are bent above your hips, then you lift your bum up and release. Should feel disgusting. Yes, Joe, nice. If this is too much, release those legs, have them straight, and just lift your bottom up and down. So we're not really working our hamstrings, we're working more our glutes. If you want to take the advanced approach, you lift your hands up above your shoulders like Joe is here, and you try and get your hips up a little bit higher, and maybe try and keep your hips up for a second at the top before releasing. 15 seconds, then you know what's coming. 6 reps of everything. For 2 minutes this time. Okay, we're changing this to as many rounds as possible in 4, 3, 2, let's go. Can you remember what it was? It was pikes down on the elbows. So you've got loads of time wasting opportunities here, getting your toes in. Right? I see it all the time. I do it myself. Don't worry. Always go in one leg at a time here, not like what Joe just did. We go safely, we extend one leg, we extend the other leg. Next time we go in up on our hands, you're all going to do that. One leg, then the other leg. So 6 of each. If 6 of each is completely out of the question, try 4, try 3. When you get to the bicycle crunches, it will be each side, so it would be 6 to one, so it would be 12 in total, right? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. I've got a nod from the studio owner there, that's good. Come on, 1 minute left, 60 seconds. Oh. We're going to get you standing up and out of these horrendous positions in about 45 seconds, all right? So just keep going. Can you get all the way through one round? Can you get into the second round? Can you get into the third? Lovely, Joe. 6 each side on those. And then those hamstring curls at the end, it's just 6 in total. Bent legs, hips come up. Your head and shoulders must stay on the ground here. It's super important. 25 seconds. Amazing work, Joe. Good job. 15. We've got a nice short round coming next. Nice. I said the word nice. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. You're done, guys. Really well done. Bring your straps. Actually, don't bring your straps anywhere. We're going to keep our straps where they are, but as always, we're just going to check. This TRX is getting a little bit old, so it does slip down a little bit. Next up, we're going to do 10 out of 10s. If you do my sweat circuits class, my sweat strength class, you'll know this one. We're going to set a time just for 5 minutes. You're going to do 9 curtsy lunges. Just turning around. So if you've got a lot of space in your room, keep your straps at this length. That's great. Do your curtsy lunges on the TRX. What we're going to do, we're going to step one leg behind the other, come across, drop down. So the back leg, the knee is dropping behind the ankle in the front. And I'm going to try and stay lifted here so I'm not loose. So I'm going to step across. I'm going to do 9 on one side. And then I'm going to do 9 on the other side. Right? 9 curtsy lunges. We then turn around, up onto our tiptoes, and chest press this time. So before we did a fly, opening out to the side, now we bend our arms as a push-up. 1 chest press. Then we do 8 curtsy lunges. 8 one side, 8 the other side. 2 chest press. You see where we're going there? And we do 7 and 3. So on and so forth. We're not expecting anybody to finish, it's just 5 minutes. See how far down you can get. So curtsy lunge is up to you whether you want to go alternate or do 9 one side, 9 the other side. You're going to go in 3, in 2, in 1. Lovely, Joe. Wonderful movement here. So, when you're at the bottom of that curtsy lunge, are you going to use your legs to stand up or your arms? Think about that. Good answer, Joe. Legs. Legs, she says. see how much you're using. It's really tempting. You've got that TRX in your hand, just yank yourself up. Try and do it with your legs. If you're running out of room, yeah, you don't need to be directly in front of your TRX. This is fine. You can just move around. That's why TRX is great. Or just let go of your TRX. Do this without your TRX. Okay, you can do a curtsy lunge without, and then you can't use your hands. But you do need it to do the chest press. So 9 each side, 1 chest press. The chest press will feel slightly pointless at the beginning. Just one. Take your hips with you. Nice. That's it. So top tips for those chest presses when you get there. If you feel the straps are rubbing against your arms, your hands are too low, so you just lift your arms up a bit. That's what we find happens quite a lot. Let's make sure both legs are bending in this curtsy lunge. I'm just going completely off camera now, Joe. This is your solo. Just back it, yeah? Enjoy it, guys. So, just knocking one number off the curtsy lunge and adding it onto the chest press each time. So this is much more focused on the lower body. Now chest press is there just to give us a little break. And we're only working for 5 minutes here. So chest press, arms as wide as you can now. Yeah, nice, controlled. 7, you go any leg you want, Jay. Make sure you're doing it on both sides each time. Okay, keep checking, guys. Are both legs bending? Are you using your legs or are you using your arms? As your legs get more tired, you find you probably want to pull yourself up a little bit. Try not to. If you want to encourage yourself, you can just take fingertips onto the TRX or just one finger in. Okay, so be light as you can with your upper body. Chest press, you need all of your hand onto those handbars, obviously. Further back you are with your feet, the harder this one's going to be. That's a chest press I'm talking about there. Coming up to 3 minutes, so just over 2 minutes left. After this, we've got 1 set left. It's 4 minutes long. And it's not too bad, don't worry, I haven't saved the worst for last. You definitely did the worst with all of those pikes. I think the third round was the worst. Jay thinks the first round definitely the worst. Send in your votes, guys, at Cliff Studios on Instagram. Let us know. How much do you hate me just standing here doing absolutely nothing, telling you what to do? Nice, Joe, nice wide arms, nice and controlled. Feel how your abdominals are working as you get to the bottom of that chest press. Alright guys, coming into your final minute now. That does not mean give up, it does not mean slow down. It means work as hard as you possibly can right until the end. You're going to get 90 seconds rest before we get to our final little finisher, which again is working both upper and lower body. With a bit more of an equal split coming up as well. That's good, Joe, good. Her feet are touching the wall here, so she's in the most advanced position she can be, which is perfect. She's pushing herself. 30 seconds. Remember, you can always step forwards at any point. In that chest press, the further forward you come, if you're too far back and you realise you're not going to make it, even if you're halfway through, you could just walk forwards a bit, then finish the movement. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Come on, guys. Keep up that perfect form for 5, 4, 3, 2, you're done. Get the hell out of there. Lift your straps up to the top. You want your handbars at about hip height. So if you take them up to the top and not quite high enough, you can extend them higher by pulling the outside strap up. This is another 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 2 exercises. You're going to do a lunge pulse on one leg, facing the TRX this time. So feet are on train tracks, okay? So from the front, they're not behind each other, they're about hip distance apart. We're going to drop down, knee touches the floor, this is where we start. We're just going to bounce here. Shoulders on top of hips. 20 seconds, light through the hands. We're going to stand up. We're going to lean back, much like we did at the beginning. With the low row, low elbows, we now do high row, high elbows. Up now, and back down. So 20-second high row, then we walk back. And we do the lunge pulse on the other side, just that's it. Okay.
All right.
Lunge pulse, high row. That's it. Alternating, it's a 4-minute round. You start in 15 seconds time. Okay, light through the hands here in this first one. Shoulders on top of your hips, so you're not leaning forwards. We're gonna go in 5. In 3, 2, 1, go. Tiny pulses, up and down 2 centimeters, that's it. The pulse. Joe loves the pulse. What does it remind you of? Bar?
Yeah.
Bar. She could do this all day long. And 4, 3, 2, stand. Okay, walk to the back of your mat. Straight arms first, palms face down. Walk in now. We go 3, 2, 1, row. Thumbs touch the shoulders and release. Straight line, neck to heels. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes. Take a step forwards. Take a step forwards. Nice, Joe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back to come out. Well done. Other leg comes forwards. If it's too easy, if Joe thinks that the squat part of the lunge pulse is too easy, she can start early. Go! You are working the other way this time, yeah? You've alternated your legs. If you want to have a little dance here, go for it. It's very hard not to move to the song. You're 4, 3, 2, 1. No, Joe. So you walk to the back of your mat, straight arms, palms down, walk in now. We go 3, 2, 1. Go. Palms are down, high row. You can go fast if you want. Just make sure you're taking your hips with you with no arch of the spine, not your shoulders behind. No, it does not matter, Joe. You're 4, 3, 2, 1. If we find on that row that our elbows are starting to come down here, it means the weight's too high, so next time just do it a little bit further back. You'll get those arms up. Pulse in 2, 1, go. If anyone needs entertainment, just watch what's happening here. Why did you start? There we go. You got 3, 2, 1. Yes, enjoy it. You can enjoy exercise. Joe, how are you going to get into your high rows this time? No, Joe. We go now. Go, high rows. So if your elbows were too low, walk back. Just do it further back.
You told me to walk forward.
I always tell you to walk forward to try and push you, see how far you can go. I never know if you're just chilling out at the back, doing the easy reps. It should be really hard, but you want to be keeping your elbows high. And done. Right, one more round. Walk back, walk back, walk back. No, Joe! Right, do not copy her ever on the TRX. We lunge now. She's teaching it in 2 weeks' time. Don't worry, I'm going to give her a few more pointers at home before she teaches you guys in real life. She's just joking around. Should we add some weight? Let's go. Last 3, 2, 1. No more lunge pulses. Only 20 seconds left. High rows. Joe, how do you get in? Show everybody. Safely. Yes, we go in 3, 2, 1. that how you dance in the clubs?
I haven't been to a club for 10 years.
She hasn't been to a club for 10
That's
years.
like Henley, that's the only club I go to.
You've got 3. You got 2. You are done. Get out. Show us how you dance on the Hendy then, Joe. All right, well done, guys. How are you feeling, Joe?
Great.
No, that was a microphone.
Oh, great.
Great, excellent. All right, well done, guys. We're going to stretch now. So we're going to start off our TRX. Okay, we're going to take one arm across our body and put it across here. And change sides. I'm wondering if I need to apologise for this. I'm joking. Joe, please carry on. Okay, hands up to the sky. Drop one in between your shoulder blades, other hand comes on top. Lean back into it and open up that tricep. Yeah, just keep it's fun. Change sides. Oh yeah, I'm stretching. I've done no exercise whatsoever. All right, release. Grab hold of your TRX. Open your arms out to the side and walk away from your ankle point for your chest stretch. Go in gently. Okay, do not launch yourself forwards. So we should be feeling a nice stretch across our chest. I'm not sure Joe is at the moment. She is? Okay, that's good. All right, step one leg back. So your front leg is bent, your back leg is straight. This gives you some slack to bring the strap slowly up above your head. Okay, if that felt really horrible, step backwards a little bit. If it was too easy, step forwards a bit. You're just going to open and close now, slowly. Don't let it pull your arms out of the sockets. You're just trying to create, you're going to just create a bit of space. Okay, so it's slow and controlled. If it hurts, stop. The further back you are, the more slack you've got in the straps, the safer it is. Once you've done 3, you're going to step your back foot up to meet your front, switch sides and go again. Pick the right songs here. Once you've done 3 on this side, you're going to step your back foot up to meet your front with your hands above your head. Okay, we're trying to get an abdominal stretch here, right? So if you don't feel it, reach up higher and walk further forwards. So use that TRX to pull your body up. When you've had enough, step backwards, turn around, face your TRX. We go into our back stretch. So palms face down, we hang back, tension on the straps. Tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin into your chest and hang down. So we're trying to curve our spine as much as possible. Make sure your chin is tucked into your chest. You're looking down between your feet. When you've had enough, walk your feet backwards to come out. Okay? We're going to stretch our glutes now, holding on to the TRX, but you want to do this with straight arms probably. So hang back like this and then bend that leg. You've got it. Yeah? So if you're doing this with bent arms, you're just sort of burning out your biceps a little bit. By all means, you know, go for it, but it's probably easier straight. Now take that foot off the knee, extend it out in front of you, onto the heel, and then sit your bottom backwards. And release, same thing on the other leg, so the other ankle comes up onto the knee. We do our glutes first, straight arms. Have a look at what your hips are doing. Are they square? Probably not. Try and square them up a bit. Release that leg, put it on the floor on the heel, send your bottom back. Again, square hips. And stand up. One hand on the TRX, other hand picking up your foot by its laces. Release the TRX if you want to practice the balance. Change to the other side. And guys, release. You are done. Well done. Well done,
Bye,
Joe.
everyone.
Thanks for coming. Do you want to talk to the crowd?
They can hear me, babe.
They might not be able to hear you.
Alright. Bye.
Have a good week, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. See you next time.